Okay, welcome to our Harmony Power broadcast, and I am honored and delighted to have our special guest, Sensei Fumio Demura. And just to give you a little background on Sensei, I've known Sensei since 2006, and he's considered the real Miyagi. You know, when you look at the Karate Kid movies, even all the way through Cobrakai today, if it wasn't for this person, we would not be experiencing this beautiful culture, this Japanese tradition, and these movies that are so meaningful, especially with the rise of MMA, which has its purpose. But the harmony piece and what Sensei Demore has brought to America and to the world for that matter is truly unparalleled. And that's why I felt it was important with the rise in attacks against Asians. I feel that it was essential to have him on this show because he's a prominent leader and has lived that way his whole life. And I wanted to also say thank you, Sensei. Uh, you know, a couple of years back, all your efforts with me, the friendship and the spirit. All we've ever done was talk about the spirit of Karate Do. I mean, you visited my school once, but our relationship has been a friendship. And I want to thank you for your efforts with the Martial Arts History Museum. You made so many attempts to try to get me in there because of the spirit of Karate Do to be with you there, but that was gift enough for me. I don't honestly, that was enough to me to know that our friendship was genuine and you're heartfelt. But that being said, what you've done for America, people now have an understanding. And what is your feelings about, uh, what you're seeing out there? And that's my first question. What do you feel when you hear these attacks that are happening?
Well, I know people how you feel because when I came over in 1965, uh, I have a lot of problem with the people.
Mm.
But now, for example, if you rent an apartment, it's a vacancy. So I went over there. Guy said, "What nationality? Japanese." Sorry, we don't rent.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So then I go look around, and one of my students sign up, and the next day said, I I cannot take class because my dad said you cannot run from job. So I give money back.
Horrible.
Yeah, I know exactly people feel, but people should not do that because I don't start World War II,
Right.
you know. So why people blame me?
Yeah.
It's the same thing in New York right now. They don't do anything. Why people attacking them?
Yeah.
That's the problems.
It,
People stop doing this.
but
You have to look individual.
so why why do you think people are doing that? What do you think's inside of the person? You being a teacher your whole life, why in them are they attacking another culture? What's that reasoning?
I don't know, but people have the same power. We have too many Latin people.
Mhm.
Ever know Latin people lazy and watch out. He's a Mexican. He's still.
Mhm.
People don't do that, but still people talking about it. So that's the problem today.
Do you think that this behavior is a taught behavior by parents?
I don't know. So I think society.
Society? You see that government, religion, these bigger organizations are creating that divide?
Yeah. For example, uh, Japan got a big business in the United States
Mhm.
by the lot and building. So people know Japanese people are not anymore. So they stop that.
Hmm.
That
Yeah,
society change it.
yeah. There's certain people in power that clearly have some racial thing in them, or it might be just purely economic, where they want to keep people against each other for whatever reason.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty economic that are involved there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a veteran, right? So I served my country. And, but I will say that I've learned from being a veteran that people are not the ones that are fighting. It's governments that are fighting. It's people in power that are making choices at the expense of people who don't even know the difference. So they believe what they've been told. So I do believe that they're, to what you're saying, that it's the bigger picture, these, these people in power, governments, religion. But I also believe that parents at home are making choices, right? They're still teaching their children to love, to hate. If a child has love in their heart, real self-love, they can figure out how to behave and how to treat other people.
I think this time
Mhm.
people hate because coronavirus
Mhm.
come from China.
Well,
So
yeah,
then he lost a job, he lost a family. That people hate.
right, right.
That's basically that's it.
It doesn't help that there were words associated to trigger that hatred by
No, no.
leadership. That does not help the situation.
Yeah,
But it's not the reason that anyone should ever have a reason to go and harm another human being, right? So I still think that everything boils down to the individual and an individual's choice. I was taught racism by people around me saying different things about different cultures, but I still make a choice, and I'm sure you were. You still made a choice. You still broke through racial barriers, even with things that you might have been told, and and for that reason, made that success, to be that living embodiment. So I think people have to make an inner choice. Who am I? And am I going to lead in a very different way? Is what I'm thinking, because it's quite disheartening to see what's happening. But I feel that these dialogues are essential, like what you're doing today. You can't do enough of this, Sensei, speaking out on
yeah.
what you've gone through and how you feel about it. Yeah. Is there anything that you'd like to say? Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. Well,
Yeah.
listen, I want to thank you so much for the time. I
All right.
appreciate it. And have a great rest of your day, Sensei.
Thank you. Bye bye.